Unbelievable. Tricky mate. Hello. What the hell is that? Oh my god. I'm just made it. Oh my goodness. This is really unbelievable.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Take It to the Max show with Grandmaster Max Dlugy. I'll be here playing in the 5-minute pool. And here we go with the Z integrator. At me immediately, the Z integrator. Okay, let's meet him with the Queen's Gambit accepted. And let's play the sly A6, kind of preparing B5 in some way, shape, and form. And let's see how white reacts to that. A4, E3, E4, Knight C3. All these moves are quite possible. A4 he decides for, okay. Then I'm going to go with this interesting move, Knight C6, to kind of threaten Knight A5 at times. And now a simple defense, Bishop E6, defending the C pawn. Wow, Bishop D2 I've not seen before. And why have I not seen Bishop D2? Maybe it's not such a good move, that's fine. B5, takes, Knight C3, B4. B5 is interesting. I like B5. I mean, white has to prove that this actually works for him. I don't see how, because if he goes Knight A3 after pawn takes pawn, okay, this I thought simply B4, no? Maybe just rook B8. B4, Knight E4, Bishop G5. I'm going to play B4. Bishop D5. And I thought E5. Really try to explode the position as quickly as possible. Okay, here, Bishop takes C5. So I can go Knight takes D4 and pawn takes Bishop, if I must. And when I take another pawn, it'll be a second pawn that I'll be up. So that's not so bad, usually. It will be up 2 pawns by move 10 in the opening. Looks like white is getting a little worried about what he's done to his position. It's just on E takes D5, I can go Knight takes D4 and not lose a piece. That maybe white expected me to. Okay. Okay, white can definitely win 1 pawn back. Okay, this one is interesting. Bishop takes D4 looks. But then bishop takes. Wait, then bishop takes B2. I'm going to go with this one. It's a little greedier. And now bishop takes F2 and queen H4, I was thinking. It's got to be not a bad idea. Well, should I play maybe queen H4 anyway? It's a nice attacking move. It's something I should try for. And now bring the bishop back. Queen E4 check, queen F2 check. I don't think white has time to take on B4 or to play D6. Maybe d6. Okay, that's fine. Wait, queen g4 maybe. Yeah, why not I defend? Actually, let's queen h5. It's even better. I'll defend the f pawn with check, and then it'll be so much easier to take on d6. Well, I'm sorry, but the king better go back. I don't like it back. Okay, then I'll take this pawn as well. Actually, I might as well just trade queens then. Queen g6, queen e4. Should be 3. All right, I'm gonna go for the maximum destruction here. And trade these guys. Okay, castles. I guess. Time to develop, as they say. How many pawns is this? Wait. Why give up the f pawn, right? When you're having fun. Let's keep the f pawn. Let's keep that f pawn. That'll give me a lot of connected pass pawns. In a reasonable position in the endgame. All right, here we go. Up 20 million pawns. Let's hit that bishop. Let's hit it hard. Okay. Well, I'm just going to defend everything. I'm not even going to go into this kind of a complicated situation here. I just fully defended everything. Oh, I didn't defend everything, did I? Give up the e-pawn. Kind of forgot about that. All right, I better defend it now. Don't really know why my opponent's not resigning. Isn't he down 70 million points or something? I guess he likes his position. And now I blundered the pawn. Knight h, rook h4. Okay, he decided to resign. Well, that's fine. Okay, what in the world was happening here? So this was really interesting. Bishop d2. Now, this is a move I've not seen, or I don't believe I analyzed it either. But maybe it's a very interesting move. So I played d5. Okay, knight c3, b4, knight e4. This looked reasonable, but then bishop d5. Okay, here, and maybe I should just retreat back, knight f6 and like rook c1, just attack this pawn here. Okay, this position is probably reasonable, but probably looks like white's a little bit better here. So maybe not so great, this experiment. I have to think it over. Okay, the Sicilian defense against I am Sarambi. Okay, let's go a6. Stop bishop b5. And fianchetto ourselves. Okay, now question is, what's the best setup? Let's open up the bishop. So it breathes, has a breath. Knight c5, b4, I suppose you want to play. Let's trade one pair of knights. Give myself a little bit more room to maneuver. And go bishop e6 here. Now, queen a5, queen c5. Maybe. Let's try it. I'm thinking if a3, queen c5. If a4, if b4, maybe I can take on a2. Attack the rook. Gives me enough time to sound the retreat. And then if I play queen c5, I'm going to be attacking the coveted d4 square quite nicely. And that should be okay. On queen e2, knight d4, I'm just figuring out. And otherwise, knight d4 is, oh, knight e5 should be okay. Seems like a plan to me. My higher rated opponent is thinking. That's a good sign. It means I touched a nerve. Okay, now knight d4 is not good. Queen takes queen. Rook e8 is also not good. But of course, I can play b5. But that's not good either. Queen takes queen and bishop takes knight. Queen takes bishop takes knight, knight d5, knight d7. I guess I have to do that. So let's wait. Bishop d4, queen e3. Okay, I don't see anything better than this. This way. I don't think of that. That's actually maybe a preferable way. Now can I play b5, f4? Let's threaten b5 at least. Not sure if that's such a major threat, but okay. Threatening bishop b2 at times. Okay, rook c8, rook c7. a5 is a possibility too. Have to. Don't have a choice. Okay. I don't think f5 is such a horrible weakness. In return, I get the a file. Why this nervous? Pawn takes pawn c6. Let's take it. On c6, pawn takes pawn is not so shabby. I think my pawn is going to be as strong as the c pawn at the very least. All right, here we go. Good. Now, 95, pawn takes pawn. Knight f6. Okay. No, I can't do that. I gotta take. What can I attack? I can attack the bishop. Meanwhile. Okay. That was bad. Rook d8 and bishop d4 was much stronger. Yeah. No, I don't think I have anything. Squandered my chances here. Oh my god, almost made it. Just noticed. Oh boy. Dangerous position suddenly. Okay, not so dangerous anymore. Maybe a little better for me, after all. And the bad bishop. Okay, king e5, I guess. Okay, good night. Oh boy, check. Check. Takes. Up a pawn. 36 seconds. Not too bad. Oh, nice one. Let's go with that. Hit you back. Attack you again. Attack you again. Stop. All right. Take another pawn. Take another pawn. Hit you here. And let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. F3 is coming. My friend, I tell you, it's serious. All right, now I'm going to go with that special queen and pawn ending that you know. Okay, so white resigned. Nice. Okay, I mean, I should have been maybe winning, but I was always fighting, and that's the key, guys. Always fight. Okay, we have a serious roster today. 2 GMs and a strong IM, and still counting. All right. All right, here we go. E3 for now. Let's attack with our H pawn. Master plan is the H5 idea. Okay, stopped. Cold, my friend. It stopped me cold. All right. Dynamo stopped me cold. So I will go and try to do something with this. Interesting. New plan by Sergei Karyakin that he's already used a few times with good effect. And I'd like to follow it. If possible, my plan is simple. I'm just going to cancel and play for an attack. Knight g6 even may be an idea one day. All right, just kidding. No knight g6 for you. And amazingly, I actually analyzed the position of the castles. It's almost a loss for black. Yeah, this is kind of the way a few players already played this. Okay. Okay, a little bit more space. That's all I want for now. Maybe black is playing well. I don't know. I think so. Not too badly. Okay, maybe I'll try to make the knight look a little clumsy on e6. Okay, yes, knight f4, but he decided against it. So let's put a rook on e5 to make him worry about the d5 pawn as well. Knight c6 is going, yeah? Is it time for queen c4 check? Why not? Check E, my friend. It's gotta be a cool move to do a check like that, right? Whether or not it's a strong move is another question. But it doesn't look too shabby. Rook c5 is my big threat. The d pawn is clearly going to be better than the c pawn. So looks like I won myself a pawn. Maybe not. d5 e6. Okay, we keep on something. Knight e2, e5, d5, king b8. Okay, convinced me. e6, rook c4. What else can I do? Should I play rook c5 now? Oh yeah, definitely rook c5, yeah. On d3, c3, I guess. Okay. Where does he want to move that knight? To e7, I guess. Okay, definitely not to b4. That one I don't want to go. king c1, knight b4. Definitely not. Okay. Yeah, this one I thought g4. Play for now. Threatening knight f6, so probably, hopefully, forcing pawn takes pawn. Okay. f5 is possible. But then maybe knight f6 and g5. Yeah. Some interesting play here. My strong knight, who knows? Rook e. Aha, he's trying to get rid of it quicker. Can't really keep it, can I? Now what? c3. How do I get advantage? As soon as he plays rook h8, it's all over. Oh boy, I think it's equalized. Okay, he's gonna play rook h8. Try to win on time or something. It's the best I can do, I think. Rook f4, and then attack the g pawn before he attacks anything else with you. Okay, let's defend my h pawn first. Okay. Now rook e5, he just, okay, so I'm just gonna play it cool. I know, it's a draw, I know, but just in time. All right, draw it is. Oh, he doesn't want to draw? This guy? What's going on? I offered him to draw twice. All right. It's fine, you know. I can play for a win if you want me to. Now he's getting worried. Why is he not taking a draw? I don't know. Just resigned. Okay, his problem. Look, people don't want to draw. I offered 2 times a draw. 2 times. Okay. Rematch against Z Integrator. Oh, let's play something different. Let's play the King's Indian. All right. No need to just play one opening at a time. Okay, let's play, you know what? Let's play something weird. A6. A6 is very often a good move for black in the King's Indian. So, knight c6. I got him thinking. That's nice. Aha. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. Take on e6, I'm not worried about that much. Well, I should be worried about f5 though, so knight h5. Hits g3 square, more importantly than even f4. Knight d4, queen h4, perhaps. Looks reasonable. Although complicated. Knight g5 though. And knight f4 takes on f4 twice, and on knight e6 I have queen h4. I'm running away from those menacing knights. It looks like white didn't equalize again. A bit problematic, this a6 move that I just made up. All right, here we go. Let's show my in-between moving. There we go. All right, white doesn't mind it. That's fine. Bishop takes c3 and rook e4. Yeah, this is exciting. Maybe just take on e4. Knight takes my bishop. Oh wait, of course bishop c3. You can't take with the king. I have queen f6 check. Oh my god. It's got to take with the pawn. If I could only stop knight c7 the same way, that would be game over. But okay, here I should take the central pawn, I guess, or maybe rook f2 first. Rook f2. Don't really want him to move his bishop, so I'm going to play rook f2, I believe. Tying down your opponent is more important than the other stuff. Okay, now, let's assume I have to move my rook, although who knows. Maybe after the game the computer will show that I should not move my rook, and queen e4 check, knight e5, whatever. But I'm not ready to calculate that stuff right now. Impractical. This is quite practical, I believe. Knight c5, knight e4. Rook takes rook and knight c5. Rook takes rook and what about rook g2? Why not rook takes g2? Why am I not liking to take this beautiful pawn again? Keep all the advantages of my position. I will carry that rook on f5, but hey. If I can get to a position which is an endgame, that would be also awesome, right? An endgame in this position would be quite appealing for black. So queen takes e4. Looks pretty good. And safe, and up a pawn, which is nice. I'm allowing rook f4, which I don't want to allow. And then, but still I have some queen moves, like queen e5. And rook f1. Oh, you didn't see it. I don't think you saw it. But I can move my knight, which is a shame. I can go queen takes c4. King g7, king knight e7, king g7. As long as the queen doesn't have any moves. Wait, knight e3. Oops. 93, I'd have to sack. I don't want to sack yet. It's too much. King G7, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Queen E5. And then Queen E1. So I have to go Queen E6. Oh boy, I'm not liking this. It's turning. This position's turning a bit. Yikes. Yeah. I need to trade queens. Queen H3, help me. Okay. On rook move, rook F8, knight C4 is strong, I think so. So it's not easy for him. And otherwise, Queen H3. If I can trade queens, I'm decently placed. Knight C4 is a threat. Okay, there we go. Queen H3. Finally. All right, this is looking good suddenly. Very good, in fact. Okay, yeah. Rook G4. Should be winning. Yeah, should be winning. Rook E2 should be winning. But why not bishop G4 then? Rook G4, knight G4. No. There's more hits. B5 maybe. Let's hit him this way. Just start attacking stuff. That's the key. Uh-huh. All right. This is nice. Bishop B3 is next, my friend. You've been disintegrated. All right. Whew. One of the good guys. What was happening there? So, okay, the opening, let's skip because I don't know what's going on there. But clearly, it was a fight at this point even. And yeah, and here black is fine. But okay, now white is just worse, much worse. And he went for this crazy decision. And okay, rook f2 was actually the best move. Okay, now yeah, knight c5. As I said, there's going to be a computer that's going to show that I should not move my rook. Okay, I did move my rook. Still a good position. And rook g2 is good. Wow, played a good game here. Queen e4 was bad. After queen f4, white should play rook f4. And if the queen moves, I was going to play to e5. Queen f1, rook h2, and this is kind of like the game except worse. Very unclear position. So what I should have done instead of queen takes e4 is to just develop. Okay, well, next time I'll develop for sure. All right, here we go. So far, so good. All right, I'm going to put my bishop on f4 to get my London fans excited. All right, let's get going. Black thinking about b4. I'm gladly entertaining that idea. Bishop takes rook, bishop takes knight, queen takes pawn, and the king escapes nicely. Up in exchange. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of tomorrow. This is not going to work out. And I'm even going to trade queens just to make it very simple. After queen a2, king c1, queen a3 is next. If I want to. Let's see if I want to. Why not? It's a nice endgame. A pawn, an exchange up. Okay, now should I play c4? Let's put the knight on f4. I think that's the first order of business. Get that bishop dead in the water. Goodbye, bishop. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Let's move you back. Yeah, let's just trade everything. Why not, right? Okay, black is trying to get fancy on me. But what does he have, actually? I'm not going to give him the c4 square. I'm going to take the b file. Create some targets elsewhere. Okay. a4, a5 after rook b1. That's coming. a4, a5. Don't you worry, it's coming. Of course, I'll take with a pawn. Rook c1 is next. Well, hold on. Rook c1. No, I'm gonna open up the b file first. Okay. Let's go in. All right. So if I play 6, then there's no more moves for black on that side, right? Because the rook b7 will just finish off. So that just got stopped, dead. Still no moves. Well, knight b5. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta jump in then. Okay, now time to go for this side. Finally. Okay, here I come. Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Yes, I expected that much from a strong player like Mr. Salinikov. Okay, what did he do wrong? Well, obviously, in this position, black should just take back, right? And then, what do? I don't know. I was thinking a3 or maybe b3. Maybe b3. Just to stop that forever. Black continues with his plan. I'll just start my plan. And okay, I don't know that black is faster than me. I think black is actually slower. e5 is some wedges, knight f4, and so forth. Of course, this remains to be seen, but the way the game went, This is just a blunder. And I traded queens happily, just because I'm kind of sure, even now, about my technique up in exchange for nothing. Push black back. He didn't want to go back, so we stayed here. And now the problem is that the c4 square I will never give away. Now, very simple idea. Double in the b file and play a4, a5. Take with the c pawn always to cover the c4 square, and then just play a4, a5. Okay, Mr. Fantozzi is here. Let's see what we do here with Mr. Fantozzi. Okay, I'm going to go d5 because I think I know what. Okay, pawn takes pawn. Okay, let's see. Let's see. a6, e6. Okay, we have a nice little queen's gambit accepted. Okay, this one was interesting. I'm gonna take. Now I'm gonna try to win a tempo when I play queen c7. Watch me. Oh, I'll castle first. And here comes my tempo. Maybe another tempo if I'm lucky. Who knows? Maybe e5 is the threat. He thought so. Okay, now e5, I guess. Fantozzi. Okay, white can win a tempo. Yeah, but is it a tempo? Okay, because I can take on d4 and then either on e3, it's bound to be about equal, or play d3, which, I don't like. So give him a tempo. Bishop d6, I suppose, right? Give him a tempo. Yeah. I guess I'll give him a tempo. Okay, now bishop. Okay, now he wants to go knight c4. Oh, yikes. I don't like that. So I have to play rook e8, I guess. Yikes. Doesn't really like that idea. But you gotta do what you gotta do. This is defensive play now from me. Now I should play maybe rook d1, knight d6. Knight e4, bishop e3, knight c5. Is my knight better? Yeah, my knight's gotta be better there. Wait, he can take 3 times and meet me on d8. That's not good. e4 though is possible finally. I guess not. Time to develop. Nothing else I can do here. Okay, now what? Now I gotta play f6. Or my pawn is damaged. Damaged goods. So knight e4 to play f6. Hopefully my knight can make it back, but it's got g5 square if necessary. For example, knight h4, bishop e6, and then g5. Okay, here I can play bishop e6, I think. And well, then knight c5. Now I'm happy, finally. Yeah, but now I'm happy. I got everything solved. And now I can trade rooks. Oh, that was a tough situation. I kind of want to play 5a4. Sure, I want to weaken so much. Well, let's wait for what white has in mind. Aha. Okay, I'm glad I waited then. All right, let's start attacking the e-pawn. My king is better, so I want to trade pieces, but I want to trade the right pieces. Yeah, this one I'm going to defend. Uh-huh. Nice. Okay, let's take this guy. How'd that happen? It's really shameful how that happened. Oh well. I guess I lost a pawn. Knight c6 and trade the bishops. I'm in trouble. Trade the knight for the bishop. Well, knight d5. Okay, then rook c8. Knight c6 was stronger. Okay, let's get active here. E-pawn could be target. Okay, I could get the e-pawn. If I could get the e-pawn, I'll be in good shape. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's he trying to do? What's he trying to do? No time to figure it out. Okay. One back a pawn. Not a bad start. Aha, he wants to win my piece. That's what he wants to do, for God's sakes. Is he successful in this? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no, yeah? I get a lot of pawns, too. Just as many as he does. Well, that was a lot of fun. But looks like a draw. No, I'm going to defend that one. And this one, too. 16 seconds each. Looks kind of drawish. And I guess he offered the draw somewhere in there. Okay. Well, that was a nice game, but tough game. And my first draw today. Let's see what happened. So the idea, first of all, the idea of c takes d4 is interesting, because if white now takes with the pawn, then I think this move b3 is not very helpful when with the d pawn. So this is the point of taking here and now. So that got the knight to take. Now I thought it was good to use that to attack that pawn and use that extra move for a tempo. And white defended with h3, and now rook d8. Yeah, that was maybe too much. Why not just immediately e5 and then just develop? Wouldn't that be just much more logical? And then knight c6, rook c8, rook d8. I don't know what got into me to try to trick my opponent into losing a knight somehow. That didn't happen. And here the queen is not very well placed. I should just move my queen away. Instead, I got complicated. Okay, still, yeah, here this is, oh, knight d5. Yeah, well, that move I didn't see. I saw pawn takes pawn, and if pawn takes pawn, knight d5, but somehow I missed it. I thought I have to take this way, and then some position like this occurs, which I wasn't sure if I should be happy about. And probably closer to equality than to anything else, but I doubt that I'm the one playing for a win here. So I was trying to still get something. So off we go, and then I kept the bishop here, but now it turns out that the knight is coming here. It's very annoying. So I had to start defending, which I did. Black played well. Now I just developed my bishop, and okay, now knight e4, rook d1, f6. Okay, here probably white should have played rook c1 and just had a slight, I guess, a slight edge with the two bishops. Instead, he kind of gave me like two tempi. And this position looks quite good for black. But I couldn't really figure it out. Maybe instead of knight b4, I should start with a5 after all. I was worried about the bishop coming to b5, but that's, I don't think that's a big deal. Because I can take, and yeah, maybe play knight b4, play for knight b4, basically. That's the idea. But I decided to rush it. And here's what happens to those that rush the stuff. Bishop a3. And now I'm losing a pawn. I missed that idea. Simple idea, but cost me full pawn. And here knight c6, of course, was just simple. Knight d8 is a threat. I mean, rook a8, knight d8, and who knows if that endgame 4 and 4 with an extra pawn can be survived. I kind of doubt it, objectively speaking, but of course anything is possible. So now we got messy, because now I thought this weakness gives me an advantage. Actually, here rook c6 could have trapped the knight. But I think rook d1, white has to move rook to some square like that. But then I attack, and I think white's going to have to lose that pawn. So maybe I'm already better here. But I really screwed it up. I had this one myopic idea, and I didn't understand what black was doing, and really only got it now when white played knight c6, and I went, oh my god, I'm about to lose a piece. And thankfully there was this move king f7 that I found, but that does lose a piece. Now here g4 is what I was afraid of, and this is very dangerous for me. I think the pawn is hit after gf very quickly. Once the e pawn goes, my position is in trouble. This saved me, because after this I think it's just a dead draw, and boom, now it's just a draw. And third rank defense reigns supreme. Boom, here I go, and came unscarred from today's match. I think 4 wins and a draw, not so bad against title players. See you next week, and next time in Endgame, and all the best to you. Bye-bye. Good night, my friends.